Hey friends, well, I'm almost finished with, I guess, I wouldn't call it my dream router table, but it's pretty darn close. I guess when I'm finally finished with it, it will be my dream router table. But I wanted to give you an overview right now, and then there's a few steps to completion, so I'll get more in depth into it. Really, this was just sort of a design and build as I went along. It's kind of a conglomeration of router tables that I've had over the years, or router tables I've seen or read about. And so basically I wanted to just kind of give you an idea of some features and where it's headed, and it's really going to end up being a multi-purpose machine and not just set up for one thing, but it's going to be it's going to be able to augment between cabinet work and axe handles and all kinds of stuff. There's going to be an element to of sort of free form shaping with the use of sleds, and as I panned out, you can see that pin in the table. So there's going to be templates with handles on them that I'm going to be able to use to do some of it by eye shaping, and then some of it just on a template and being straight and whatnot. But yeah, it's been, I think I started this darn thing, I started the base of it probably almost a year ago, and you just get busy and stuff. You can't, it seems like your projects are always the last projects that get done. But with the handle thing coming online, and the need for more shaping and cabinet orders, and the router table I have right now isn't going to do what we call cope and stick. In other words, make cabinet frames or door frames. So this is going to be able to make raised panels, or just panel frames for doors, and even windows and cabinet doors, and just on down the line. So this is going to be a really great addition to the shop. It's powered by a brand new 3 horsepower Makita plunge router that I'll be able to control depth with. That's this guy. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that. I opted for a router table plate. I went for the Rousseau for simplicity. The plates that have the automatic adjustment where you've got a crank here in the top, we'll see how it goes. I've never had one of those, and yes, it is a bit of a pain to do it this way, but we'll just see how it goes. With pattern bits and just spiral bits sticking up out of the table. I don't know how much I'm going to really, need that. If I did a lot of cope and stick, a lot of basically that's tongue and groove for cabinet doors, and I needed to have finite adjustments, at the ready all the time. But who knows? Maybe I'll get one down the road. But I can put that $200+ to use somewhere else in the shop. I think this is going to do everything that I want it to do, and more probably. But the base is made out of MDO plywood, and it's going to have some cabinetry for wrenches and bits and drawers and whatnot. The bottom part of it is going to probably get some concrete blocks in there for weight, because router tables are notoriously not stable like a big piece of machinery is, and I want the stability. I will probably put some wheels on it and some floor leveling feet that I can move it around, because I have to have my stuff mobile in the shop. And then when I've got a place I want to use it, then I'll you just have an Allen wrench screw head that runs the feet onto the ground and lifts the wheels off the ground. So, but so yeah, I've got a ginormous fence. I built, it kind of looks like an aircraft wing with all the spars in here, but it has dust collection. I contoured the inside. The last router table that I made, that was just square, and I got quite a collection of dust in there, even though it did have an outlet like this. This is gonna end up getting changed out for plexiglass so I can see what's going on in there. Then the adjustments, I've got a series of holes in the table that have the nuts. What's going on with this guy? I guess he just needs to be tightened. There we go. Now we're getting tight. These tighten the fence to the table. But yeah, these little, they're just these little furniture nuts. I don't know if you can see one. To get under there, I can't see what I'm doing. There's one. Just on the bottom side, which is going to be totally sufficient to hold this thing. I've got some extra slots in case I want to angle this fence and do something really super weird. Who, me? Do something weird? And then these end, I think I'm gonna put a back on these and just have wrenches in there and stuff like that. But all in all, it's super solid. It's an 1.5 inch buildup with laminate, there we go, Formica on top of it for slickness. Very durable. And then the miter slot, I went ahead and splurged and bought an Incra miter slot, which I don't know if you've ever heard of Incra, but they have the Incra jig, and it's a whole setup and a very, very precise indexing system for dovetails, tenons, you name it, just about. It's pretty nice. So I felt like that would be a nice addition to this table. I did also splurge and buy the Incra miter gauge, and it's got the nylon bushings in here for tightening the whole thing up. This is very square to the router plate, and I really took a lot of time in getting all of this dialed in and making sure the tolerances were spot on, because the more precise you can be with this stuff, the better a product you come out with. This fence is very square to this, and the Rousseau router plate, router table plate, I like, because you get your your larger bits for raised panels, or your large cove bits, or large round over bits, stair rail bits. There, it's a hunk of steel, so you can remove those rings. Like I said, this pin is for sort of free form with a pattern bit, so to speak, of course. So all in all, this is the rundown on this baby. More to come, but it's been a while coming. It's been in my head for quite a while, and just finding the time to make something like this is really it isn't easy. because like that fence, getting that dialed in and making sure that sucker was square, and then square to the table, took quite a while. It was not, it wasn't just throw it together kind of thing. And that's also very stable plywood. That's Baltic birch plywood, which is like 14 plies or something like that. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you guys are doing guys and gals. I hope you're doing great. That's kind of that. Thanks for watching the router table. It's like I said, it's been a long time coming, and it's going to make some great things. So I will, once I get it finished, which, oh yeah, by the way, this hole isn't going to stay there. There's going to be, this is like the main fence. There's going to be a secondary fence that covers this opening, and it's going to be on threaded posts that get tightened from the back like that. But you'll be able, depending on the size of the bit, you'll be able to move the secondary fence and adjust this opening so that it's not this big, because as you run a piece of stock through with an opening this big, it might have a tendency to catch right there. So that's why you would want to close this down. This is mainly for dust collection. And we've got dust collection right here. So all I need to do is put the Y on that and run it over here, and I've got all of my, there's the Y. So it's ready to go just about. I just have to, probably this week I'll have that fence made, and I'll get some test cutting going on and get some more footage. So be safe, be happy. And, I really appreciate you guys that stop by. It really means a lot. Life has changed so much in a year's time, and I just have so much inspiration in the coming year to do more, with the channel, to do more with giving back and charity, self-improvement. So I'm really looking forward to 2021. We're all in this together. We are. And I really appreciate you guys. Hey, we're up to 71 subscribers. We're getting close to 20. I mean, 20. We're getting close to 100. So that's exciting. And I've been told once you get your first 100, it's a little bit, it gets a little bit easier, but I never dreamed that I would have 71 subscribers to begin with. So, hey, it's all gravy. Nick Pixel, again, thank you for the microphone. It's great. I'm figuring out how to augment it and get all of everything all in one sock and all of that. Which means, of course, today I forgot it for this video. Awesome, huh? But the Saw Chatter video, it's gonna get better. I have to figure out how to make the audio on the phone chat better. I thought I could Bluetooth my phone on one of my Bluetooth speakers and make that happen, but it doesn't work that way. So I have to probably end up do some research or get with Nick and figure out how that's gonna work. But I'm really excited about that. So, hey, everybody take care, and I love you all. And let's keep the videos cranking. Let's encourage each other to get content out and to communicate with each other, because really that's, when you get down to it, that's what it's all about. So y'all take care, and I'll see you soon.